Hello everyone, Parmesan here, bringing you guys another video. It's actually a breakdown video of the trailer, and ignore the alright I'm back and any references to the trailer. It'll be in the description below, because after I rendered this and stuff, I'm still up. It's like 7 in the morning. I didn't go to sleep yet, and I was rendering this trailer out for you guys, and I actually had the normal speed trailer in first with like the audio and stuff, so you guys can know like what the trailer is, and I was going to break it down for you guys. But I got a copyright strike on it because of the audio for some reason, so I had to take the video down. So it's down. I'm gonna have to render this out. Well, I already did, obviously, because it's up, but sorry about the delay. I hope you guys understand, and like I said in the description below, there will be the link to the actual trailer that I'm referring to, and I highly recommend you check that trailer out first before you continue on with this video, just so you can see it in normal pacing and see if you spot any of the stuff I pause and talk about. So yeah, like, just ignore everything like I said and enjoy the video, and just see ya. Alright everybody, I am back, and hopefully you guys liked the trailer as much as I did. And like I said in past videos, Sledgehammer Games is in it for the first impression. They don't want to mess this up, so as promised, they're not going to drop this game. They know they need to get it perfect, and by this trailer, judging by everything I saw, although it's only a trailer, it looked like they poured everything into it. Like, this game looks phenomenal. Nothing I really want to point out at the beginning, and we're going to get into the first bit of information that I have written down here. I made a little list, and right there is the first thing. It's like a VTOL warship type thing. I believe it's a VTOL warship. I'm going to go off by comparison of like the Black Ops 2 VTOL warship and the one in Crisis 3. It looks identical to a VTOL warship. I'm guessing that's what it is. You're probably going to see it as a kill streak in multiplayer. You're going to see it throughout the entire campaign, as you can see right there. And I believe he's in there as part of the main source of transportation in the campaign. You're going to see a lot of these throughout the campaign. You can see that it even goes cloaked, so you can cloak these things. They're going to be meant for stealth, and like I said, main transportation, multiplayer kill streak is going to be, you're going to see those a lot through this game, whether it be campaign or multiplayer, like I said. And the next thing I want to talk about is going to be how incredible like your guy is. Like, he can do a lot of stuff through this trailer, and I'm just gonna point it out here. Right here is power armor. That's not the guy I'm referring to, but that armor looks really cool. It's probably gonna give you extra health, probably one of the last things you get. It's probably gonna turn you into a badass, and I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, you get it like near the end of the campaign when you're like trying to take out the final boss or whoever you're going after. And right here, after it pans into this bridge, and you're going to see this guy have like super jump ability. And this is the guy I'm going to be referring to throughout the entire video. Like, look at that. I'm not sure if that's on command. I'm sure it's an ability that you charge up. And once it's charged up the entire way, you can jump really high or really far and kind of do a bunch of crazy stuff. And there's a lot of stuff like that guy in particular does throughout this trailer that kind of really surprises me. And I'll be really interested to see everything your guy can do on here. And don't worry about the guns. I will point out guns later on today. I'm going to make a video based solely around guns. So you see a bunch of guns here. You can kind of analyze them yourself if you want, but I'm going to try to categorize them later on today for you guys and upload another video. So be on the lookout for that. I'm just going to talk about straight guns on that video. Right here, I just want to talk about what's going on and all that stuff. And right here, nothing really interesting is going on. He's just kind of looking at the dead bodies and just kind of panning around, just showing the lighting, I guess, there. And then there's Kevin Spacey being a boss, which is also another another really cool thing about this trailer, that he actually looks like Kevin Spacey and he's the villain. So that's cool. I really want this game off the sole purpose of that. And right here, you can see this ghost type thing. Kind of looks like a ghost from Halo. I'm going to talk about that later, not right now. And there's a super strength thing. Again, and I'm going to bring that up later. You have people rappelling down there. And this thing scanning an area. I'm sure if enemies are in the way, it'll pick them up, or some kind of alarm will trigger into your guy. Right here is cloaking that this guy can do. I'm not sure if it's only this guy that can cloak or not, but right here, some kind of grenade that once it goes off, you can see it scans the entire room and paints enemies onto the HUD, the heads up display it shows there. So that grenade is probably going to be very useful. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the multiplayer or not. Here's the super jump again. You see him flying through the air, lands on a bus, and then he jumps again. And this is what I meant by this guy in particular. Look at how powerful this guy is. I'm not sure if he's like some kind of superhuman or what the heck's going on, but he like rips the guy out of an armored truck, punches through it, and throws him really far. A normal human being can't do that. So he has to be some kind of superhuman, I'd imagine, to be able to do that. So that guy in particular, like I said, is a badass. So he's gonna be probably one of the main characters. I'm not sure if you're gonna play as him or you're gonna play as the guy that had like the power armor on at the beginning of the video that I pointed out. I'm not sure which guy you are, but it's clear that those guys are gonna be the two main characters in this game. And moving on, you have Kevin Spacey talking again. I'm not sure what his name is in the game. I'm just going to call him Kevin Spacey right now because I really don't know his name. So right there you see another type of VTOL warship angle. And it looked really big there because it was closer. And here is what I believe is Juggernaut armor. This has to be Juggernaut armor. Just look at it. He has a minigun for an arm. I wouldn't be surprised if this is in the multiplayer as a kill streak. Imagine running around as that thing in the multiplayer. That would be sick. And moving on word to this part here, really nothing showing there or here. It's just kind of him covering saving civilians, showing off the great graphics that this game is like showing us. I mean, it looks really cool and it's like so futuristic, and I'm really glad they kind of took this route. I mean, would I have loved a World War I game? Sure, but this just, it looks amazing. And right here, I want to point this out. I'm not sure if this is a tank they dropped off with one of those VTOL warships and rigged it, and enemies got around it. They just blew it up to blow up the area, or if it's an enemy tank that they rigged and then got into a VTOL and blew it up. So I'll try to stay posted here. Here's some kind of gecko gloves, makes you able to scale walls, and you just stick on it, kind of like a spider of some sort, and it looks really cool. Here's a ghost vehicle again. I'm not going to get into it because they show it a lot better later on. This lady's kind of throwing up some kind of quad rotor. That's what it reminds me of, kind of like the Dragonfire or the Griffin from Ghost. That's what that is, I believe. And here's a really cool shield wall. I'm not sure if it's like some sort of equipment you'll have only in campaign, but it looks really cool. You basically place it down when you know enemies are near, and you take cover behind it, like so, like right there. And you'll be able to shoot. You'll be covered. Bullets obviously can't penetrate that, as you saw there. So that'll definitely be useful in the campaign. So definitely look forward to that. And the next thing is I'm gonna be mentioning a lot of stuff here that involves vehicles. All the next stuff that I want to talk about involve vehicles, and it's right after here, right after he says his like last line here. Then it goes into like the breakdown, like the grand finale of the trailer, and then it goes into like the logo. Like, you guys know how these trailers work. I don't really have to explain that, but moving on, it should be right here. You see a bunch of VTOL warships flying around. I believe those are VTOL warships. You see explosives, all the good old Call of Duty stuff here that everybody loves, the explosions, and just the adrenaline that will probably course through your body when you get this far. Just like every other Call of Duty game, but it's just, they do it better every year, so won't complain there. And moving on, right here, you're going to be able to see the Ghost vehicle. I'm just going to call them the Ghost from Halo, because that's what it basically is. It has guns on the front. It's a one-man operated vehicle, as you can see, and it kind of looks like the Ghost 2. So, and that's why I'm calling it. That's the closest thing I can compare it to. So it's a give or take. I mean, I know it's not probably going to be called the Ghost, but it's pretty close. And there's like the super jump ability again, and I guarantee that's a charge up. That has to be something that charges up. Here's like a spider tank thing. It's a tank. It has 4 legs. You're gonna see it pan to something different here. Then it goes back to the tank in a little bit here. You can see it mount like hills. It just climbs all over the place. It looks really powerful. There's a railgun cannon thing that just obliterates that ship, and that's how it ends. Well, it ends with a guy super jumping and drop kicking a guy in the face. And it's going to show up here. There's the VTOL warship dropping off the spider tank, and here's the kick into the face that ends it. And yeah, so that was a lot of stuff to cover. Expect a lot more later on today. And here's the official title one more time after it says power changes everything. Hope you guys liked it. It was my first breakdown. Tell me what you guys thought about it. Expect another video later on today about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I am so hyped for this. I hope you guys are hyped as well. And I just can't wait. It's going to be a very good year for Call of Duty.